Okie dokie. Good evening and welcome to another live stream. This evening I'm going to be streaming a game that I've been curious about for a couple of weeks now. Well, especially ever since I saw it on sale on Steam for the Black Friday sales. It is apparently a horror game. I kind of was in the mood for something a bit more gentle and familiar and maybe even seasonal this evening, but I just cannot resist this game. It's meant to, it looks like it's techno Viking horror set in the future, and I'm very curious about it. So I you know, it is Christmas here is approaching. Christmas is here, but it never takes much to get me playing a horror game, and I think I'm more interested in the aesthetics than I am in being scared in this one. But we'll see. We shall see what happens. Good evening, Beck. Good evening. Yeah, I don't know. I just can't. Sometimes my favourite things just can only really come together and be found in the horror genre. That's just the way it plays out, and hence here we are, about to dive into a future Viking horror game, Apsulov, end of the gods type thing. Let's dive into the game. Here we are. Good evening, Omni Revan. Good evening. Apsulov, end of gods. Yeah. It's looking a wee bit loud on the mic, on the stream. I'll just turn it down just a touch. There we go. See, this is a game that allows you to leave the bounds of the game without clicking away from the game. That's quite handy. This is actually a stream-friendly game. A Christmas event has started on Dead by Daylight. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Okie dokie. Here we go. Play. New game. The can't say I can't continue. Seer. Seer is for seekers of a story without constant risk of death. I think that's kind of where I'm at. That's kind of how I want to be this evening. Let's see what Viking is. Viking is for seekers of story, adventure, and challenge. Okay. Berserker is for the individual who does not fear death. Who doesn't fear death. God. Need to complete the game in order to play as a god, or as an Aesir, perhaps. Let's go with Viking. Yeah, let's go with Viking. I don't want to just be playing as Seer. Snowmen have been added on the maps. Wow. That sounds... I almost want to stop this stream and go and watch that. No, yeah, I don't know. I just couldn't help. I just cannot help my curiosity this evening with this particular game. I was at one point I was thinking, Untitled Goose Game could be fun. I've been trying to find a copy of Enter the Matrix that I can play on the PC, because I have very fond memories of Enter the Matrix. Oh, and here we go. Look around.
Slight movement. Her responses and cognitive abilities seem to work as intended.
Oh, wow. I'm wearing a Hanorok.
Now, snap students.
Am I a Viking? Although I'm wearing fairly modern boots.
Still a weak, I see. Not very surprising.
Who are you?
Repeat that, my dear. I didn't quite catch it.
Who are you? Where am I?
Seems your throat muscles need some time to recover. I'll fix that for you later. Otherwise, this whole procedure would have been a waste of my precious time.
Look at the runes.
Continue. Can you see the light? There's something waiting for you there.
The light. Where's the light? There's the light.
The button and press it. This should be the easiest one, even in your state.
Borecorp terminal. There's a broken up Valknut there in the symbol, in the logo for the corporation. Rotate.
Good. Now, over to the next light.
Okay. Oh, I need to invert the controls as ever. Yes. That's better. Oh! That's a statue of Odin. One eye. Who are these people?
That's a lock. Find the key that unlocks it.
Is that hell? Half dead? Anyway, interact with... Rotate. Click. And what's this? So on there.
It might be inside the box. How can she not understand this?
I'm sorry. I'm just...
There you go. Now, over to the last light.
Halo Infinite does intrigue me.
Stop talking already. I can't understand you because your throat has been applied. So stop talking. Now, the light. Get over there.
Blimey. The light. This light. Okay. What is this? There's this... Looks like a rune stone. Certainly based on some of there's some real world stuff. But obviously we're in some sort of techno thing. Technological... Oh! Oh my goodness! Resistance! I was trying to do the thing that you asked me to do.
There you are. Now you can see what we see. Now stop acting out this ridiculous drama and use your gift.
No! What the hell did you do to me?
Shut up! Cannot understand you. Stop straining, you already weak through. You will never see. If that happens, then you are useless to me, and I would be forced to reuse the worthless hunk of me. Not even worthy of being incinerated. Now, use that
Something a bit
gift that
GLaDOS
I
about
gave
this,
you
isn't there?
And choose your side. Show me who you are.
Show me who you are. Oh. I'm gonna go for the... Oh. Gonna go for this guy.
Did you not hear what
I did hear what you said, crikey.
Why, this is all nothing. Damn! I refuse to believe it. You failure. This is all I have created. I am this moment has forgotten all history.
I don't...
What the heck is going on?
Not for you. So don't you dare. I'll fix you later.
Weird. Oh. Can we escape? Crouch, okay. Oh, so it's not a toggle crouch, it's a hold the button to crouch. That's a bit annoying. Can we change that? Controls. Toggle run, toggle crouch. Yeah, that's just the way I prefer that. This is really interesting so far.
Alice, I pray to Odin that you safely find this and that your escape is successful. You have to hurry. As soon as the spirit notices, he will come after you, and I don't know what he will do to you. The myth has taken control over everything. You have to find me right away. Use your sight to look for the symbols that will guide you to me.
Message saved to Bifrost Personal Digital Assistant.
Message saved to Bifrost Personal Digital Assistant. Interesting. Display system. Yeah, so the boar logo there is a reconfigured, what looks like a reconfigured Valknut. It's a sort of a symbol of Odin's power. And then yeah, reference to Odin. Interesting. He's got what is going on? A nice server room here. Banks of computers. Oh, we can... This is the first time you've seen this stop error screen. Check, make sure. I wish it wasn't flickering out. Yeah, the cable management definitely does need some work, doesn't it? Is there a... No, okay. Oh, okay. 6725. I'm guessing that's a code.
Message from War Corporation. Surface outpost.
This is Dr. Yang. What the fuck are you doing down there? Why the fuck did you seal the entrance? Tell Dr. Anderson to shut it down immediately. The roots are spreading to populated areas. People are dying. I know you people are behind this.
The roots.
Shut it down right now. Creatures are coming through.
Message received at 9:32, 15th of August, 2027.
Wow. Wish I had a torch. So we have the compass. My good friend Liv has a tattoo of that on her wrist. Sometimes carved, seemingly apparently, into the bows of ships, so that they would be less likely to lose their way.
Greetings, sire.
Oh,
Your
blimey.
stronghold awaits you.
Good evening, Smig Games. Good evening, Smig. How you doing? Yeah. Undulating pulse of pulsating thingy. Oh, what the? What the? What was that? I don't like that. I don't. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no no no. Okay, it's black without my my vision. Oh, I don't. Oh. Oh no. Yeah, this is about Vikings. This is like this is like future Vikings. So I'm really intrigued about the aesthetic and about the art style. Oh, hello. I see a little silhouette of a man. What is this? Game saved. Okay, that's convenient.
A soul stone activated. And by you, I thought you were supposed to stay put, my dear. Instead, like the ungrateful waste of life that you are, you decided to leave my merciful embrace. A decision you will regret in the dark.
Okay. Well. What is the AI, I wonder? Yeah, it's like a Norse GLaDOS. I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued. I'm wearing my Odin t-shirt as well today, just happened to be. Which I was given, I think last Christmas. Okay. Oh, no! Ah! Oh, dear. Okay, I'm going to run away from you. I'm not impressed. Oh, there's another one. They're wearing, like, deer skulls. Jump. Okay. Oh, there's one there. Like, what the heck is he? Okay, gonna walk away from him. Just gonna push this button. It's what happens when IKEA gets out of control, I think. There we go. Now, interestingly, I think they're using the elder Futhark, not the younger, which is the one that I'm less familiar with. But I would be intrigued to know if any of this stuff on the floor actually says something. It looks like it does. Although that's clearly some rooms that have been mashed together in the textures of the game. Anyway. Yeah, when I read Old Norse, it tends to be written out in the modern alphabet. It's a transliterated version of it. Oh. But one of the cool things is... What? Oh, come on, you saw me? Oh. Blimey. One of the really cool things about it, though, is that you can... if you know the sounds of the runes themselves, you can actually hear... what am I trying to say? You don't have to work too hard to make the writing make sense. You just have to know what the alphabet is telling you, and that sounds really obvious, but I mean it in a very particular way. What is this thing? It's like something out of Event Horizon. Huh. Exactly, yeah. Yeah, do you mind, dear people? I'm trying to read the floor. Is that Orperla? BS. That's like an X-ish. EW. Wessex. Yeah. I'm not sure in terms of sounds. I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued to know more about the development of this game. The sound design is excellent. So what do we do? Do we just dive back in? Is that it? Do we just... No? It's like a dark version of some of the stuff that you see in the Marvel Thor movies, isn't it? Oh, hello. Okay, so we've got this guy. Do we put it over here, maybe? So now what? Now can we dive in? Woohoo! I don't have no. That's the sort of thing you could only do in a computer game, isn't it? Like you would. There's no way you would just jump into that in real life. Okay, let's go slowly. Don't want him to spot me. Not that I know which way I'm going anyway. Head this way. Playing this with earphones on is quite effective, actually. Life would be much more fun if you could quick save, yeah. Wonder what it's like to jump off this waterfall. I know. Quick save. Can we jump up to that ladder? No. Was that the way we came in? I have no idea where I am. All I know is that there are strange, semi-conscious deer skull-wearing scrawny people around. It's like some sort of weird cosplay. Crouch. I want to stay away from that guy. Water tank container. It is a very odd mixture of elements, isn't it? And this is what intrigued me about it. Apparently, this is the second game in this series, but it looked like it had this aesthetic that I was very curious about. Hence, I'm playing it first. Call elevator. Oh! Okay. Let's just, Can we go up a floor? Oh, he's taking his skull off? Upper cooling. Let's go to upper cooling, shall we? It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Upper cooling.
upper cooling. Whew. We climb up here. Collectible, 1 of 28. What are they, I wonder? Show me the collectible. No? Okay, maybe not. Exactly, yes, like Outlast. The no pants guys. I think, yeah, this is clearly drawing from various inspirations. Oh, there we go, another compass. And a great big blood trail. That's reassuring. It's kind of like Outlast meets Halo meets meets a wee bit of God of War in terms of its attitude.
I've been leading my team to go through the routes to fetch artifacts for Warcorp for over 3 months now. I know it's not my place to question my orders, but I can no longer deem transportation through the routes as safe. It wasn't a problem when we thought the other worlds were inhabited and dead. Last time Team 4 went through, we were fully armed, and still only half of us came back. And these roots, they're still spreading. Before the power of the gods, we are nothing.
The roots. Yeah, it meets a little. Yeah, actually, yeah, a bit of Alien. Yeah, yeah. I can see that. Yeah, there's noises in the background. The sort of the chirruping of something. I love the fact that the Bifrost vision, as it were, is a rainbow. That's really nice. It's a nice touch. Getting a bit of cyber synth music going on. What has happened here? What is going on? Again, it's one of my favorite types. Yeah, it's kind of like a Sonar Vision, yeah.
Because she hates you. She left you all alone here. If you don't want to be alone forever, you need to get her back from me. Can you do that? Go get her back.
Is that Fenrir, the wolf? As a hologram.
Stupid, disgusting creature.
So yeah, so right at the beginning, you're sort of given what's it called?
Alice, I pray to
Bifrost
Odin that you
personal
safely
digital
find this
assistant.
and that your escape is successful. You have to hurry. As soon as the spirit notices, he will come after you, and I don't know what he will do to you.
The spirit.
Myth has taken control over everything. You have to find me right away. Use your sight to look for the symbols that will guide you to me.
Message saved to Bifrost personal digital assistant.
Yeah. Interesting. Oh, actually, no. So he didn't give that to you. I think the AI, the robot that had brought seemingly your body back to life. There he is. The wolfhound gave you this vision. Yeah. I know. Yeah, it must be interesting because obviously they don't. It's not like they see a heads-up display of what they're scanning. They must feel it, mustn't they? In a way that we can scarcely comprehend. Oh, excuse me. Oh, there we go. What's that? Another artifact? Collectible. Okay. You see, always go a little bit further. Don't always go the way that you're being directed. And often you'll be rewarded. Oh, he was sniffing at the door. A Boar Corporation sign. Boar Corp. Save. I don't know, I'm not sure we want to go through there. Six, 7, 2, 5. I think I might have missed a couple of these doors. Okay. Wandering around. Oh, look, we can see them in the light. They're kind of defleshed. Ugh. Okay. Well, deskinned. Immortality. With a palette. Yes. Well, in that sense, it might be a little bit similar to the sort of the tech that you see in Man of Steel, when they have all of the undulating sort of metallic surfaces that create things like maps and data and that kind of thing. That's quite cool, isn't it? Oh, controversial. They have their recycling bin right by the start button on their desktop. That is a bit dodgy. I don't trust this place at all. Oh, nice. A vending machine. Is that like a cola? Yeah. Okay. Yes. Yeah. Dead Space. Absolutely. Absolutely. Where are we going now then? Oh. 7913. Seven, 9, 1, 3. I'm not sure I like that. So 7, 9, 1, 3. Okay, there we go. No combat though, so far. It's interesting.
research.
Artifact research. Oh, look at this. Oh, look at that. This is some very good fusion. Oh, goodness me. How completely gorgeous. And that's not wood. That's, is that? Or is that meant to be... Is that wood? I don't know. Oh, yeah, no, okay. So it's wood that's sort of bolted into the floor. It looks almost like it could just be metal that's been painted to look a little bit like wood, but... And then these, heads... Similar to, you know, the scene all over the place, on tops of churches, on the fronts of ships. Such a interesting art style. Premium coffee, hot drinks. Caution. Keep out. There's crisps and... Let's see, where are we being guided to? This way. Oh. Yeah, it's got a slight alien isolation sort of thing going on as well, hasn't it? Oh, no, let's go. No need to chase me. Let's go this way. Oh, come off it! Gonna run away from him. Doesn't sound very healthy. Aha! Ha 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 ha, loser! You can't find me. Or can't follow me into an air vent. Ha ha ha! I win. Okay. Well, she just failed a very basic hand test there. Put your right hand to the thing and she puts up her left hand. Intriguing. Anyway, let's just go down here. Doo-doo-doo. I really hope we get a bit of backstory as to who the protagonist is. You know, what's... Oh. This looks like the stones that we were lying on. Okay.
Dr. Lisa Svensson,
Regenerative
supervisor,
tablets.
Day 3 of tablet analysis. We received several stone tablets from Svartalheim with inscriptions apparently symbolizing the 9 realms of
Svartalheim.
the World Tree. Initial analysis shows that the tablet emits an energy field, boosting cell regeneration. End of note.
Well, there you go. Intriguing. Save. So is this the other side of A locked door, maybe. What's that? That's rotating thing in my vision. Can we get into there? No. Oh, it's a locking mechanism. Oh, that's interesting. So you can sort of see through walls with this this vision. See, that is straight out of Outlast, isn't it? Ha ha ha! Oh, no, 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 no. Don't chase me. Don't chase me. Stay where you are, you weird person, you. Oh, look. A lyre. Is that a robot that's going to be sort of plucking the instrument? Looks like the world serpent, but in lyre form. Giant shields. What the heck is going on in this place?
Mythology research, note 6. The expeditions to Asgard have proven fruitful yet again. The team brought back several shields that seem to possess a number of strange capabilities which are completely out of our control. According to the myth, these shields seem to have belonged to the winged creatures known as Valkyries. The mission of these creatures were to bring dead warriors to an afterlife in Valhalla, and must have possessed enormous powers.
Oh, there's a shield there. There are lots of shields. It's also actually a shield that has a proper handle behind the shield boss. When I first played the computer game of Beowulf on the Xbox 360, I was massively disappointed to find that they had modelled shields that had a shield boss, the round metallic thing in the middle there, the dome, a metallic dome, and then instead of having a handle behind it, i.e. protecting your hand, that's why the boss is there. But they had, look at how small I am compared to the shield. They had a handle off to one side and like an arm strap, as though someone would hold it sort of like that on their arm, completely negating the whole point of a shield boss. I.e., it tells you how the shield was held. Oh man. Oh dear. Okay. Hello? Wow, that's some dark stuff. Did I just grab this thing's hand? I think I did. Okay. I think this is what happens when you go to when you go to a mythical realm and bring back things that you probably shouldn't necessarily have. Oh, there we go. That's why we needed her hand. Or its hand. Apparently the center grip has implications on how the shield to use offensively, which would be negated by a strap. I mean, yes, it does give you that option. There's a downside, though. I mean, often the first thing that kids would do, for example, when I worked at Jorvik, when you handed them a shield is they grab the shield and they go to sort of to punch with it. Problem is though, it really limits your field of view if you use the center as a punch. You're losing a good, I don't know, 30 to 50 centimeters above and below where you're hitting. It's not ideal to use offensively. It could be used offensively. You're much more likely to use the edge offensively. Sort of hold the shield in the middle and bash with the edge, or maybe on its side. Or, more to the point, use the whole thing, but sort of keep your vision above the shield, sort of thing. Exactly. So yes, yeah. So yes, precisely, yeah. Use the edge, exactly. Sorry, I don't mean to be preaching to the choir here. No, no, no. Oh, hello. Oh, we're back in this room. Okay. Oh, I see. So we opened that door from the other side. I see. Okay. That makes sense. So now, can we get into this room with the loot? Ouch. There's nothing we can do in here. Do you think that these guys are the former staff members, perhaps? That's the save space we've been to before. That's a good hypothesis. Well, I guess it's definitely a working hypothesis at the moment. I feel as though I need to be able to use this hand somewhere. Maybe if we go back, save the game here. Oh, look at it go. Yeah. Yes, this is where we need to use the hand. That's right. Still the wrong hand, but oh no, that is the right hand. Okay, that is the correct hand. Or rather, the left hand.
Mythology research, note 1. Sarah has shown me a lot of the myths surrounding the ancient objects we have recovered. Just like assumed, most of these stories corresponds only a little with the true events of the past. Giants and fire giants are very much like the descriptions, but the Vanir and Aesir gods differ a lot from their noble fairy tale versions. Some stories are not even close to as gruesome as they are in real life. More of these stories later.
So with the Vanir and Aesir, much more unknowable, much more alien. Ugh. Gross, okay. I don't want to go into that hole. In we go, though. Yeah, and being real in a very specific way, the mythology. It feels almost like it's it's closer to a H.R. Geiger or a sort of almost like a Lovecraftian type situation where, you know, just interacting with this stuff will cause it to invade your reality. Oh, interesting. Do I want to go in there? Oh, why not? Go on. Ooh. Ooh. Interesting. Where are we? Oh, spiders. Indeed, can you trust your own perception? That's a very good question, yeah. Could be giving you the clicking spiders. Oh, more sonar. Oh no, they're not spiders. They're like spider-fied people. Oh, yeah. Oh. Oh my. Oh no.
Oh shit! What am I doing? Come on. Just a little bit further.
That was worse than spiders. That was worse than spiders. That's that's nightmare fuel right there. Ugh. I have my arm pulled off.
If I would have been 5 seconds late, the demons would have torn you apart.
Oh,
Great Odin spared your life, but left you broken.
But that's okay, because I fixed you. No, you know what? I made you better. Remarkable, isn't it?
What?
No, you stay down. The anesthetics haven't left your system yet.
Oh, my head.
Okay, let's see here. Speech should be fine. I repaired the tissue. Yeah, I gave the bone structure a checkup as well. And the arm? How does it feel? Strange feeling, isn't it? When it's bonding to you. I know. I have a few of my own. Anyway, I have much to prepare. You rest for now.
Fascinating.
Henrik, look at her. It's Alice.
The injuries she suffered and survived.
Yeah, cyberpunk.
She's not.
Who are you?
Look.
My voice.
She even sounds like... Yes. Yes. I fixed your voice. And your arm.
Who are you? What's going on?
I'm Henrik Anderson, the CEO of Borcorp. The voice you're hearing is my wife, Sarah. She's up on the surface, Rob.
Unfortunately,
You and I are stuck down here.
the things happening down there are happening up here as well. And it's getting worse by the minute.
What did you do to me?
I brought you back from Helheim.
Henrik!
From Helheim.
Calm down. The journey to save her almost killed you. I don't want to lose you.
Since she already has the prosthetic installed, tell her about it.
Fine. Your new arm holds great power. Charged by atrium, it can channel a magnificent force. It's based upon ancient knowledge uncovered by my wife.
And brought into fruition by Henrik. The arm is called Jerngreper.
You brought a hand with you. Use the Jerngreper to extract the RFID from it. You'll gain access to all doors with that level of security clearance. Now try it. Scan the hand on the table and then use it downstairs on the lock.
I know this is a lot to ask, but we're not taking this lightly. Please. I'll tell you more as you go.
So he's got that sort of Vikings TV series look, you know, the shaved side of head and the long hair on top. That is based on a real thing. We know that people in the in the past used to shave the back and sides of their heads to deal with or limit the ability for nits to jump around and have that be a problem. But it's become quite fashionable. You sometimes see them described as, you know, bikings, like bikerings. But the thing I'm finding really interesting here is you've got the technology, so you've got that sort of cyberpunk type stuff, you've got the prosthetic. But then, of all things, we've gone from caves and metal to brick. This is plastered brickwork in this space with a steel infrastructure and piping, but nonetheless a brick over ceiling as well. This is sort of late 19th century, early 20th century type stuff. And then, yeah, all the runic runic notes are scrawled on the window there and on the floor in Sharpie. Oh, and then look, some fresco knotwork with the steel banding over the brickwork on the plaster. This is such an interesting combination of textures. Really, really interesting stuff. I think I might just have to just screen grab that and very, very quickly I just wanted to save it to paint just so I can talk about it a bit later. I'm just gonna do that because every time I screen grab something, normally I sort of forget about it. There you go. I'll just minimize that now. Interesting stuff. Oh. Yeah, anyway, so you need to open this door. Cool, so we've absorbed that hand's ability to open things.
Unmistakable.
Earthquakes are getting far too frequent. The roots are spreading faster. Please hurry. I'll show you all the things you need to know.
Yeah, so do we think the roots then are the roots of the world tree? The roots of Yggdrasil breaking into this reality because they've been monkeying with going into the other 9 worlds?
Yes.
Good. You can hear me as long as our radio can reach your Bifrost system.
Then the fact that she's called Alice is interesting.
This is your first obstacle. A service hatch that can usually only be opened from the inside, unless you're an engineer. However, Jerngreper can open the tunnels in an unconventional way. But first, you need power. You should find an atrium upgrade in a nearby room.
Yeah. It could be, couldn't it? Jerngreper.
That right there is a small atrium cell that can power the arm. Insert it in the arm, get back to the service hatch, and fire a burst at it to fry the lock circuits. And don't forget to refill your power with the power station on the wall before you move on.
Now that's very Half-Life, isn't it? Right down to the way it works and the way it looks. Interesting. But with a
If you collect enough upgrades for Yggdrasil, you can activate the weapon
Norse spin.
inside it.
Oh, okay. So there will be a there is a weapon. There will be combat. There will be blood.
Ahead and above you, there's another obstacle you can overcome with Yggdrasil. Use your sight to find the ladder's control panel. Aim at it and fire a directed burst to lower the ladder.
This is a very interesting game. And you know what? I'm very pleasantly surprised in so much as I saw some reviews that were sort of suggesting that it was I don't need to toggle aim. I can untoggle that. Controls, crouch, run. Oh, I can't untoggle aim? Okay. No, apparently not. Oh, that's a shame. Oh well. So let's charge. Climb the ladder. But yeah, it's more than just an art style. It seems to be a deeper game than I thought it was.
Your life might be depending on not running out. There is another, larger power cell that you can carry with you at all times. Collect the power cells. Anytime you want to use them, activate your Bifrost personal display system for instructions and to keep track of how many you've collected.
Can't open that one. There's that water falling on me. Yep. Again, the sound design is excellent. It's really, really good.
Ahead of you, you will find a door that is locked with an RFID signature you don't have. But now, that won't be a problem for you. It's the same as the earlier electronics, but the mechanics of the door needs a little finesse. Use your sight to see the mechanics inside the door and time the burst to get through.
Okay. Oh, that's what the spinning things were. No, wrong place. Missed. Oh, I need more power. Is there a charge down here? About to get Ruth on my case. Do you know, she's, tomorrow night, Mrs. Super's going to a Christmas party and Ruth's coming over. We're probably going to watch a film or something. But you never know, we might finally get around to streaming Resident Evil. Depends on how we're both feeling. She's definitely unwell. She's actually been signed off work. And I haven't been feeling great, so we'll see. So, are we trying to get the blue circle to be in the green circle as we fire? Is that it? I'm guessing that's what we're having to do. Yeah, there we go. Up we go.
Okay, everything seems to be working again. Where were we? Right. Our world, Midgard, is sharing its existence with 8 other worlds that are all connected by something known in the legends as Yggdrasil, the World Tree.
When we started researching the travel between worlds, we used technology to tap into a magical artifact known in the legends as the Apsulov, controller of the roots of Yggdrasil. This made it possible for us to safely travel to other worlds. And
I need more power.
came through one of the roots, the spirit. It took control of the Apsulov and our systems, causing an emergency override. The facility was completely sealed, and the roots started spreading.
We need to reverse this by collecting the 9 artifact keys originally made to control the artifact and the roots it brings forth. But Henrik has traveled too much unprotected. He almost died when he saved you, and wouldn't survive going through another route. You are literally our only hope of stopping this. Without those keys, the roots and nightmares will take over our world. The fire giants will...
Sarah!
Wait, Henrik, I'm losing connection again.
Sarah? Shit! Listen, we know the location of one of the keys. Ahead of you is a route that will take you to Niflheim, the ice world. Every moment, the roots spread further into Midgard, so find the key and come back here as soon as possible. Please, hurry!
Interesting. So, home screen. Right, there you go. So I was picking up the chargers that I can use from the Bifrost software. Okay. This means now I can shoot this guy. Oh, I missed. There we go. Do we think that Beck and Omni-Revan have gone off to enjoy the themed Dead by Daylight? Interesting. I can't see that one. Or rather, I can't see through that one. That door. Another collectible. Also, as well, we were talking, just talking of Ruth. We were on the phone with her a little earlier, and we're all very much looking forward to seeing them at the new Matrix movie. That most recent trailer is very, very exciting. Generator. Oh, there we go. That's the route. I see. So we walked through a route to get here. Well, here we go. Kind of trippy. Yeah, I think that's probably worthwhile doing. I probably won't watch any more trailers. They haven't spoiled story yet for me, but they have made me very excited for the fact that they don't seem to be doing what I feared that they would be doing.
Message for Dr. Henrik Anderson. Dr. Brian Roberts, Niflheim Operations Supervisor. Minor progress report on Niflheim Outpost N502. Construction is moving along according to schedule. Procedures after the complete destruction of N498 are implemented and seems to be working. Building is strictly held to crevices. The amount of noise is held to a minimum, and outposts are working 24/7 to avoid the attention of the natives. However, the morale is very strained after the 48 casualties at N498. Worst of all are the sounds of the natives. It travels for miles through the infinite night and fog in this dead landscape. It just chills you to the core.
Well, yeah. 1,000 CGI Agent Smiths. Exactly, yeah. I'm really glad that they're not doing that. They seem to have learned the lesson on that front. I remember when The Matrix Reloaded was coming out, and one of the Wachowski siblings was saying, yeah, there's a fight scene in this movie with Agent Smith where more punches are thrown in one scene than the entirety of the first Matrix movie, and even as a what I would have been late teens, even then I was a bit like, I'm not sure that makes it automatically a good film. But we have been back, Mr. Supernova. We went back and watched the trilogy recently, and it holds together much better than we thought it than we sort of seem to remember it doing. I think I think the problem is that when they released the Reloaded and Revolutions back to back, within the course of a year or a few months, it was just too intense. It couldn't sustain itself, under its own weight. Oh wow! Oh, the ice giants, nice. That is a giant ice giant. I like these stakes, these sort of LED wayfinder stakes that fit into the ground. It's the sort of thing you do in Arctic exploring, isn't it? You link them up with a rope, and like over the Pennines and some of the mountain passes in Wales, you have these sticks by the road that mean even when it snows, you know roughly where the road is, kind of thing. Yeah, so 2 and 3 absolutely are worth watching now, outside that hype, and they definitely will lead, especially the final scenes of 3 definitely lead into what we see in the 4th Matrix movie. Like I say, I'm planning on replaying Enter the Matrix because I have very fond memories of what was a fairly mediocre game, but nonetheless it was part of the experience of the trilogy. But also, actually, it had some side game elements built into the menu where you were essentially being a hacker. It was really good fun, actually, working with a sort of like an in-world version of DOS, figuring out the command as you go, this kind of thing. Finding alternate routes back to Midgard. Okay. But I feel as though it's the right time for the Matrix to be coming back. We need to remember that the Matrix trilogy was written and became a global phenomenon before social media was a thing. Before so many aspects of our digital daily lives had fully formed. And so I think it looks as though they're going to have some interesting things to say about that. Well, you know, Twitter and Facebook and this kind of thing, the way it fills your brain and it affects your life. And the way it's addictive as well.
You get this? I promise you I have gathered a lot of data on the key's whereabouts. I'm this close to finding it. But the road home, I can't get to it. Not with that thing outside. Listen, I don't know how much more of this I can take. You have to send someone to find another route. My feet are starting to I can't feel them anymore.
There we go. Before this news, I would expect other side stories in that universe, but I wouldn't have expected them to continue it. Neither would I, actually. But that said, though, apparently, well, as far as I can tell, and this is where we come back to this question of are never-ending stories a good idea? As far as I can tell, they transported vending machines into this world from Midgard. That's quite funny. That is quite funny. As far as I can tell, they a little bit like what happened with the Hannibal films and the movie Hannibal. The producers, Joel Silver, who owns some of the rights to produce the Matrix movies, was saying, well, we want to do a new Matrix movie, and at one point they were going to go ahead with casting Michael B. Jordan in a sort of a reboot, and I think that must have been part of the reason that they decided to. No, we'll have another crack at this. Thank you very much. The Wachowskis actually understand what on earth they're doing. Kill me. Crikey, that's a bit harsh. So where can we go from here? Where do we go from? We can't scan that door. But presumably, though, now, even if this doesn't lead into a new trilogy, it's likely, I think, to lead to kill me again. It's likely to lead to other experiences. I think there's a PS5 experience at the moment, isn't there? That's being teased. I don't know if that's going to lead to a game or not. But then also as well, we have the possibility now of making fairly high quality TV series. I can imagine a Matrix ongoing TV series. That could be fun. Oh no, this is what we came up through. So we came in from here. Ah. So that means we want to go up there. Okay. So I was getting a bit confused. I thought we dropped down into this room from up there, but we hadn't. Oh, bunks. Fix the hole in the wall, man. Oh, I see. Now getting better at the timing. Fehu. Oh, hello. Oh, is that the key? I guess that's the key in the hands of the frozen guy. Fair enough. It's very culturally significant too. People used to quote Descartes' demon's brain in a vat to talk about how we can't be certain of our subjective experiences. Now people just quote the Matrix. Yeah, absolutely, yeah. And there used to be the whole what was it? The mind-body problem. You know, can you touch yourself, for example? In a obviously, the simple answer is yeah, of course I can. Look, I'm doing it now. But is it actually possible to experience? Yeah, the nature of experience, embodied existence, all this sort of stuff. Yeah, it has become significant, and so I'm really hoping. And as I say, because it doesn't look as though they're falling into some of the traps that I thought they might end up falling into. I'm really hopeful that they're going to be able to do something which is satisfying, which is quite clever, and which, you know, I mean, for goodness sake, if you are the people behind the Matrix and you've been seeing the world unfold as you have for the past 20 odd years, for example, you know, the way in which social media in particular has infected every aspect of our daily lives, it's inescapable, and it even changes the destinies of you know, countries if it's manipulated, all this sort of stuff. That's going to have an effect on your philosophy and on your storytelling and on how you feel that the machines would make use of a curated reality. So yeah, but the thing is, I don't know. I don't think I'm getting too hyped. I'm trying not to get too hyped. I'm just excited. Yeah. You know, I've been hurt before by getting too hyped. Ah? Are we frozen? Down we go, I guess. Oh wow, look at that. Oh no! Ice Giant got me. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh no indeed, yeah. Absolutely. Oh! Oh, right. So that's some sort of place where you get a chance to go back again. And if you get caught by the spirit, then then it's game over. Interesting. Very interesting. And here we are saved at this point. Oh, that's really cool. Wow. Well, I hate to say it, but I am still quite tired. I'm still not sleeping great because the dog isn't sleeping great, so I'm going to leave it there for tonight. But definitely over the weekend I'll probably return to this game. And I want to return to Control as well. I haven't forgotten about that story. But tonight I wanted to do something that was specifically sort of archaeological, as it were, and to continue it with a head that's not quite so foggy and tired. Hopefully tonight Indy actually gets to sleep in his own bed. The past couple of nights he's been inconsolable in terms of just staying in one place. So unless he's between us, and then he goes to sleep. But when he goes to sleep, he's kind of doing this really weird thing where he's sort of panting, but with a click in his throat. So he sort of goes hack, 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 right next to typically my head. So this morning I got up. Well, I went to bed quite late and I got up quite early. So please, all that's holy, give me a good night's sleep. Yeah. Is it going to be magic? Is it going to be AI, biotech stuff? I mean, we have the frost giants there, and they're truly giants. That's really cool. I'm very interested by it. And I'm just so pleased that the thing is. So, for example, if you look at if you just go quickly back to, you can't see the screen I'm looking at. Go quickly back to the game screen here. You can see at the bottom right the collectibles number. You know, so you've got the collectible in a little glowing state, and the extent of the glow is boxed off. That's indicative of a, it's a PNG frame that's stopping the the transparency before really it naturally peters out. That's a slightly unpolished element, and there was some of that stuff has been hinted at in some of the reviews I saw for this game, and some of the screenshots and stills on the Steam listing for the game. So I thought it might be a relative, a little bit like was it a couple of years ago what was it called? I'm gonna have to go and check now. Hang on, it's saved so we can quit. There we go. In my library. Oh, what was it? Barrow Hill. There you go. It's the Barrow Hill games, where they're playing with sort of Celtic mythology. I thought it was going to be that kind of experience where it's clearly a small group of people making a game. And that is the case, I think, in this instance. But it's the fact that now we're using a mechanical arm to unlock things, and there's a hint of weaponry and some deeper elements. It's not just, in that sense, it's not just Outlast. It's not just going through scary spaces and places and doing stealth and repetitive puzzles. I'm excited. I'm excited to see what happens next. As you say, to see what sort of technology they have, how the story unfolds. I'm also not terribly cheesed out by the use of the mythology. I think it's being done quite seriously, but also not so seriously that it's off-putting. It feels like, well, sci-fi. It's sci-fi, Norse sci-fi. I mean, like, it's exactly what it says on the tin. Yeah, the art is competent. The sound design, I think, is excellent. I mean, I really enjoyed that simple thing of the water dripping when you look up at water, when you're walking underneath water dripping, and hearing it in your ears. It's really immersive. It's a very simple. It's also just a little bit of reverb, really. It's a very small, quite an easy distortion to do, but it's very effective. So, Well done, these guys. I'm going to go before I go to sleep, probably read a little bit more about this game's development. But yeah, I do. I need to get to sleep, and hopefully this weekend I can catch up on my sleep, catch up on my rest, and be a bit more fresh for streaming in the coming days as we approach Christmas. I will get some rest. I will, and hopefully Indy shall too. But yeah, interesting game. I'm glad to have experienced it. I'm glad that you were able to turn up and have a look with me. And I'm glad I listened to my instinct. Initially, I was like, do we want to play a horror game? But it's not actually that horrible, is it? It's intriguing more than anything else. Anyway, right. Good night, guys. Take care. And I'm going to go and try and get some sleep.